project for today is to take this stock Attack light bar, which comes with a clear lens. With the clear lens you can kind of see the white background and some of the LEDs through the lens. So we're going to apply a chrome finish to it. It'll give it a nice scale look like you can see here. Let me bring this a little bit closer. Hopefully the camera can do this justice. It looks really good in person, and you can just barely see the lights through there. In fact, outside probably you couldn't see them at all. Done correctly, this should have very minimal impact to the overall brightness of the light bar. And it's also a really simple project. It shouldn't take a long time to do, and it'll have a really nice effect when it's done. With that, let's jump outside and get started. So there's a few things you're going to need to do this. The first is an Allen bit. This one is nice and handy. It's on our drill, so it'll make really short work of this. It's a 1.5 millimeter. Just get these 4 screws out of here. And on the last one, once you get it loose, tilt it at an angle and you can kind of lift it. Use it to wedge in there to lift the lens out. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the lens out. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take our Spastix mirror chrome paint, and we're just going to apply a very, very light coating on both sides. Before we do that, we are going to take some tape and we're going to mask off the front surface, just so that if there's any overspray, it doesn't get on there and mess up the light bar. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now that that's ready to go, let's go ahead and hit it with some paint and we'll test it, check it afterwards. So the key with this is you want to make sure you put it on in really, really light coats. You can do this in several different coats to get the right amount of paint on there, and you don't want to go too far. If you go too far, it will start to block more of the light. You really just need a very light coating. Okay, get it tested out here. Okay, try and hit it from all major angles. Okay, that should be good for our first coat. Let's go ahead and let that sit for a minute, and we'll come back and add a little bit more. Okay, it just takes a short time for that to dry. You can see even with that light coating, if you get it in the right light, there's already quite a bit of chrome on there. This isn't quite on the surface that we want. On the back surface, it's still way too clear. We got to get a bit more chrome on there. Okay, but just another light coat. This time I'm going to try and focus it on getting it a little bit further down in there. Okay, and that should be good for that one. Okay, after the last coat, let's have a look and see. Looks like we got a pretty decent coat on there. Let's see how it looks this way. That's pretty chrome. Let's see how it looks like this. I can still see a little bit of the lens or the LED through the lens. I'd like to put a little bit more on. No problem. Again, I'm going to really try and focus the spray down this metal or middle section. Okay, I think that should be probably pretty close to what we're looking for. And that looks really, really good. Yeah, now you can just barely see the lights through there, but they should shine through nice and bright. So now we'll go ahead and put our screws back in. Alright, here's how it's looking, all put back together. Looking really good. One thing you can also do is you can paint the heads of the screws with the chrome paint, give it a little bit more of an even color across the front of the lens. Let's go ahead now and see how it looks turned on. And here is the original light bar, just so for brightness comparison. Looks like we got a little loose connection there. Okay. Nice and bright. Nice even light all the way across there. Just like before. Alright, let's mount it on the vehicle and see how it looks.